Okay, so it's the day after dialysis. I think I filmed like the morning, but not like the afternoon. I actually have a work meeting on Zoom today, but I don't want to do it at home because my family's problematic. Well, mostly because my cat is crazy, and then I don't feel like having people talk to me while a meeting is going on. So I'm just gonna go to work, do the Zoom call, which is like an hour. I have 3 days off next week because it's Labor Day weekend, so that's yay, that's awesome. Anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm tired, but sometimes like my sleep is kind of random, where I'll wake up like super early, since I wake up when I have to go to dialysis, so it's like partially interrupted sleep. Whatever, sleep is sleep. I got sleep, so that's all that really matters. And yeah, pardon the hair. So I had today off. Yeah, but I had a Zoom meeting online for work, so I had to go to work and do that, and then I came home and I hung out with Kevin for a little bit, and then I was like, I'm gonna take a nap. I have to, of course, go to the store. I think I'm gonna film like a meal prep video, but generally on days I don't have dialysis, I try to not work out or do anything crazy, because then my body can rest. But yeah, normally when you're on kidney disease, or when you're on dialysis and when you have kidney disease, everyone's kind of different. I know they'll ask you, how long does it take for you to recover from dialysis, and everyone is generally very different. The goal is to maintain whatever kidney function you have. So I don't smoke and I don't drink. And yeah, I don't do anything crazy. So I've maintained whatever kidney function I have with dialysis. And then they recommend you don't gain more than 2 kilograms between treatments. Okay, so my treatments are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then I have the weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and 2 Monday morning. I try not to gain more than 3 kilograms. So like 1.5 kilograms is usually average per day to 2 days. So I try really hard just to kind of do that. And then I work out before I go to dialysis, which helps the treatment go really well, where my blood pressure doesn't drop. It helps them find the vein pretty quickly. So yeah, that's what works for me when it comes to working with dialysis and having kidney disease. But everyone is very different. Age plays a huge factor in it. Do not go online and start looking up, when you're gonna die, because there's not enough research to show what would happen if each person, like some people have cancer and all this stuff that could potentially affect their kidneys and things like this, or you have lupus. There's a lot of different things. So I feel like my hair looks so crazy right now. This is real. I woke up. But you shouldn't be looking up like how long you're gonna live, because from what I understand is that a lot of people who pass away, it's not from kidney disease, it's from other stuff, not kidney disease. Kidney disease just makes your life really freaking hard. but you get used to kind of flowing with that life a little bit. So anyways, my little rant. And it's nice and sunny in here, so it's a good night. All right, everyone, so in here I am making some chicken pizzas. I have 2 pounds of ground chicken breast, 10 grams of Parmesan cheese, some salt, 1 egg, and I'm just mixing it all together. I get about 8 patties with this, so about 4 ounces per patty. And then what I'm going to do is I have some sauce that I made in the crock pot, and in the crock pot I have about 1 can of crushed tomatoes, some Italian seasoning, some oregano and basil from my garden, some carrots and onion. You'll see I have a parchment lined tray. I sprayed it with a little bit of avocado oil, and then I'm just forming the patties. I actually have it on top of a scale, so they're all kind of like the same size, so I'm trying my best to kind of make them all pretty uniform. This meal is actually pretty good. If you're kind of craving pizza but don't really want to have bread, trying to get your protein in, it's actually a pretty good dialysis menu type thing. I'm also making some lasagna to put in the freezer. Sometimes what I've been doing is I'll have a couple meals to have in the fridge. So I have like some ground sausage that I'm putting in, and just layering with that. The noodles, I have some ricotta cheese with a little bit of parm in there, and I'm just layering it up with that. And since I'm already making these pizzas, I'm putting that in the oven. And I have it set like this so that if something happens, like I get called for transplant, there are a couple meals in the freezer for my family so they're not ordering out all the time. But I'm just putting like sauce on top of these little chicken pizzas. I do have the oven preheated to 375, so there's that. And I put a little sauce on there. I did put a little oregano on that too as well. Then I'll put cheese on there, and I think this comes out to almost like 50 grams of protein when I had done it last time. But it's a pretty good meal. Kevin really likes these meals, and they're good in a pinch. I actually cannot finish one of these because there's just so much protein in it, but it's a really good meal to have in the fridge. It makes 4 meals, and then I'll put like blanched broccoli and some green beans with it. But I'm using turkey pepperoni because this is a cured meat. You kind of have to like watch how many you eat of these because they're kind of high in phosphorus, so just keep that in mind if you're really trying to watch your phosphorus. But it's like a nice little meal too that's high in protein, low in calorie if you're trying to watch your weight and stuff on dialysis and kidney disease, and they're pretty good actually. So then I'm going to put these in the oven at 375 and take them out after 10 minutes. So yeah, I think I put 5 pepperonis on each one. Oh, no, 4. I put 4 on each one. So I'm just putting pepperonis on there. And if I don't use the bag of pepperonis, what I'll do is I'll just stick it in the freezer.
You'll be fine, Papa.
I'm just going to spray it with a little avocado oil, and that's it. Like and subscribe, guys.